Dragon Ball fans, we need to talk about that new trailer. Enough time's passed, we need to talk about it. You know which trailer I'm talking about? It's the Goku vs Vegeta Transformations trailer. Now for the most part, everyone did love the trailer and it was really hyped up because of the battle hour. But people did have a few negative things to say. Not really negative, but maybe some people expected more. Honestly, I kind of expected it because I know there's going to be a bunch more trailers in the future. And I don't see this game coming out till 2025. Honestly, I said it before and I'll say it again. This game is not coming out this year. If it does come out this year, it will be at the very tail end of this year. And honestly, I think that will be too rushed and very little chance of that. Now with that said, in this video, we're going to go over the good things and the bad things, as well as some speculations. And in general, just a couple of things I want to point out that I noticed about the trailer. Now firstly, that 2-month-old question about is this going to be the biggest roster in Dragon Ball games history? Is it going to top the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 roster size? Well, we have the answer now. It is apparently going to be bigger by just 3 more characters, and honestly, I'm happy about that. Now let's talk about the transformations. And don't worry, we're going to talk about the Great Ape Vegeta stuff, we'll get to that. But firstly, the transformations in general. I love the fact that, and I'm pretty sure this is what they said, or this is what they revealed, we're going to be able to turn into every transformation one by one in game. So you can go from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. They didn't say anything about Super Saiyan 4 and GT stuff, but I think we'll get something about that in the future. But yeah, Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and that's for Goku I'm talking about, by the way. Oh yeah, and normal Kaioken was a form, I'm pretty sure. And then same for Vegeta. I was actually really interested in the fact that they included buff Vegeta, you know, Super Vegeta, where he does the final flash on Cell. Now off the top of my head, I can't remember if they showed anything about Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, but I would be very shocked if they don't add that in. And I also think it's worth pointing out that the visuals for the transformations were stunning, but one stood out more than anything else. Well, besides the Great Ape Vegeta stuff, we'll get to that. The Super Saiyan 3 transformation was the most beautiful, immaculate transformation I've seen in Dragon Ball games history. That might be recency bias, I don't care. That shit was a wallpaper. I could easily put that as my wallpaper and I won't be disappointed. Oh, and I think it's worth pointing out, because a lot of people didn't notice it, but I did see some other YouTubers talk about it. When they showed the roster at the end and they showed all the different Gokus and the Vegetas, I realized like people were asking why is there multiple versions of like a black hair Goku and whatnot. It's because they're adding Gokus and Vegetas from different parts of the story. So they brought back the whole Goku mid and Goku end stuff, so like the Goku who fought Frieza will be his own Goku and his own transformations. The Goku who fought Buu will be his own one. Probably like Dragon Ball Super will have his own one as well. And I'm assuming that it will be like that for every major character. Like, oh well, there's only one Broly, but yeah, Broly will be able to turn into Super Saiyan and then Legendary Super Saiyan. Piccolo will probably have different versions because he's been in the show for so like from the beginning. But I'm guessing there will be a Piccolo End or Super whatever superhero movie version of Piccolo where he has the yellow Piccolo or awakened Piccolo whatever, and then the big orange Piccolo. So that's the one I'm excited to see. I want to see all the superhero stuff and all the, you know, all that stuff. Daima, we'll get to that. That's another story. Now let's talk about the Great Ape Vegeta. Now this is the one that made the headlines. Not just because it's cool that we'll be able to play as Great Ape Vegeta, and it will be interesting like just to have a different gameplay experience. Like people are saying it's gonna have super armor. It'll probably be slower but like way stronger than base form. And just it will be fun to play as a giant. But also it just confirmed that we're going to get giant playable characters in general. So I want to see King Piccolo, I want to see Hirudegarn, who else is there? Bergamo, of course, we already talked about that. And I'm sure there's a bunch more, or that one guy from that one universe in the Tournament of Power. And a bunch more, I'm sure. Oh, and I think if I remember correctly, there was like a giant metal cooler or something. Or metal cooler, wherever. Now I think what some people were disappointed about was that they didn't show enough. But honestly, like, they scheduled it like a couple days in advance. It was always going to be Goku vs Vegeta, and it was always going to be just a demonstration of the transformations. We wanted to see some story stuff and we wanted to see some more character reveals and some gameplay mechanics, but that's going to have to wait. But as for Dragon Ball Daima stuff, I think like that's going to be its own story, its own video, but they didn't mention anything about that being in the game. But I think because this game won't come out till like 2025, we'll find out more about if Dragon Ball Daima content will be in the game probably the end of this year, October onwards, or maybe when the show is airing. As for the gameplay itself, yeah, it looked clean. The combat looked clean. They recreated some like old school scenes from like the old Budokai Tenkaichi games. but you can tell the game's not ready yet because there was already some glitches in a literal like demonstration. You could see like Goku's hair coming off and shit. Personally, one thing I really wanted to see, although I knew it wasn't going to be in there, was some Dragon Ball superhero content, or like Beast Gohan or Orange Piccolo or something, because I'm just really worried that's going to be DLC. That's my main concern. But honestly, I think we're going to find out all those small details in the future, like future trailers, future reveals, future events. They're clearly not rushing. I mean, it's been 5+ years. There's no release date. It's going to be 2025, I'm pretty sure, at best. So we'll just have to be patient to find out more info and to see more reveals. But with all that said, like, my anticipation and excitement for this game is probably even higher than it was before. Like, anime games in general have just been on a constant steady decline. Like this Jujutsu Kaisen game that's coming out like this week, I don't even know when it's coming out because I know I won't be buying it. Well, like 99% sure I'm not going to be buying it, especially at full price. Like, that's one of those games you just know is going to be a disappointment, but people are just hoping it's going to be okay. The fact that people are just hoping it's going to be okay, that shows the state of anime games right now. Like, I'm enjoying the memes and shit, but it's so real that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is like the shining final hope of anime games in general. And honestly, it's a good final hope because I think this will be the one, the savior, if you will. But yeah, comment down below what you want to see in future trailers, when you think we'll get the game. Were you happy with the trailer? Were you unhappy with it? What did you want to see? Honestly, I think we got what we knew we were going to get. Deep down, we knew that's what it was going to be, just transformations. Do you think Diamond will be DLC? Do you think manga characters will be DLC? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow my socials down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.